Listen, this message may not be for everybody, and that's all right. But you know who I'm talking to. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of y'all are on the midst of giving up. Don't you dare do it. You are close. You are way too close. The baby is coming. The promise is on the way. You've been toiling. You've been putting in the work. You've been doing what you needed to do. And I'm telling you, keep going. Keep pressing through. Keep pushing. Push past all the opposition. Push past the naysayers. Push past the lies that's dancing around in your head. The lies that speak to you in the midnight hour. Push past all that. Because I'm telling you, joy is coming. Joy is coming. Joy is coming. I'm telling you, you will not be sorry. The suffering cannot be compared to the glory that shall be revealed in you, for you, through you, and upon you. I'm telling you, it's going to amaze your enemies. It's going to amaze you. What you're carrying is so great. It is so great. It is so great. It's going to bless your life. It's going to bless your household. And it's going to bless the world. Don't you dare. Don't you dare stop now. Don't you dare abort your promise. Don't you dare give up. I know the process has been hard. I know the process has been hard. I know the journey, it has been real. I'm telling you, in this journey, you're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. But if you don't give up, you will experience the breakthrough. You will experience the greatest blessing of your life. You know, I think about Mary. I'm talking about Mary in the Bible. Not Mary, but Mary in the Bible. When she was carrying the Savior of the world. You know, the angels came and they told her, Mary, you're pregnant. You're pregnant with the Savior. I mean, how exciting that must have been. That must have been so exciting to have an encounter with an angel. Not just any angel, but an archangel. And he tells you you're carrying something great. And then after she got that announcement, after she recognized what she was carrying, then time kicked in. She was engaged to her husband. She was engaged. And I mean, can you imagine the embarrassment that she went through when she was, you know, impregnated? I'm just telling you, the opposition she went through. Like, how can you be pregnant? You're engaged, sister. Like, how are you pregnant? You engaged. And you know, back then, they didn't have sex before marriage. So God had already put something in her that the world, you know, couldn't see. They didn't understand that. And then when it was time for her to bring forth, you know, you would have thought Uber would have came along the way and took them to their destination so she can have the baby at maybe one of the best hospitals in the world, or the hospitals during that time. But no. You know, on her way during the process, she walked. Sometimes she rode on a donkey. Can you imagine being 9 months pregnant riding on some donkey? That's a bumpy ride, y'all. That ride it had to be uncomfortable. It had to be uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to riding. First of all, you're carrying something that's almost half your size. And then you're on a donkey. And you're stopping at this location. There's no room for you to get, there's not a room for you. You stopped at this end. There's no room for you. You stopped at this end. There's no room for you. So it's like, heck, I got to give birth. And then you give birth in one of the most uncomfortable places, in a manger? That's a whole nother story. But I'm telling you, she did it. She did it. And the baby that Mary brought forth, not only did it bless her life, but it's blessing my life. It's blessing your life. It's blessing the world. Even now, thank God she went through that process. And just like you, Mary, go through this process. Because what you're carrying is so great. It is so amazing. It's going to bless you and it's going to bless the world. Don't you give up, sis. Don't you give up, bro. Push until that baby comes forth. Push until the promise is delivered. Push because the world needs what you have. The world needs what you have. And we're waiting on you. And we're counting on you to endure.